What is up, gamers? Staxwell's back at it again today with another market watch. Everything's just going so crazy. I feel like I'm doing these every day. I did just do a market watch. I think I uploaded it one day ago, yesterday. It was for the members only, so if you're not a channel member, go ahead, smash that membership button, and check that out after this video. I don't want to waste any more time though. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it here. Fog Down is seeing a lot of movement. If we look at the sales data here, just in the last day or two, you could see how many copies have sold. Just huge volumes of this card's moving. I'm just scrolling and scrolling. It just keeps going. It keeps going. Yeah, I don't know, maybe like 100 or so copies have sold in the last 2 days. That is because it is very good with the newly spoiled Meridian pathway, being able to play Fog Down as an instant in response to like a Lace with Blood Rod or a Blood Rush Bellow, something like that. Just seems kind of like a broken combo, honestly. Cheapest copy on the market is only $1 right now, so you're not too late on that. You may be a little bit late on the rainbow foils. Those have all but disappeared. Cheapest rainbow foil on the market is $5. There's only like 5 of them left up here. But yeah, for the normals, still about $1. You have plenty of time on that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty strong combo card, at least a side deck piece for like Azalea or something, you know. Yeah, moving on, Phantom Tidon. Cheapest copy on the market is now like $40. Absolute insanity. But yeah, the Enigma hype is very real. There's only 2 rainbow foils left on the market, and they're 60 each. This round's on me. Not a lot of people talking about this card. But if Enigma is poking you with a bunch of one-attack Spectral Shields and... Zen is his name. If Zen is attacking you with a bunch of one-attack Crouching Tigers, then this round on me makes a lot of sense in the upcoming meta. Cheapest copy on the market is $10, and it's Everfest Majestic. We know what happens when these Everfest Majestics come into the meta. The prices just go crazy. Yeah, still a lot of time left on this as well. Hold the Line, cheapest copy on the market is $21. I actually kind of think this is going to go down a bit. I think it's only at the price point it's at because Brute is so popular in the meta. Prism is the illusionist of choice, and even Prism draws 2 cards often and can be subjugated to Hold the Line. We're just kind of in a meta where every deck is drawing 2 not every turn, but every deck is drawing 2 often, right? So cards like Hold the Line, Balance of Justice are always turned on. Whereas as we march forward into the new meta, if things like Enigma, Zen, New become meta, then yeah, Hold the Line just won't be as good. It'll be more of a tech niche kind of thing, whereas right now you could just kind of main deck it and be pretty safe into everything. Tar Pit Trap, the extended art Armory promo that came out a while ago, is disappearing from the market. There's only a handful of them left up here. They're still right around that $3 to $4 price range, but they are absolutely disappearing quickly. So if you're considering getting this card, yeah, not a whole lot of time left on it. Ripple Away, cheapest copy on the market is about $10. This card kind of seems good into the upcoming meta, being able to discard it and stop Crouching Tiger generation or Spectral Shield generation. Seems decently powerful. I'm not sure exactly how powerful, but people are speccing into it. Cheapest copy on the market is $10. Pursuit of Knowledge. This is a good card because it's a blue that is actually threatening, right? It has a good on hit. This is like Surgical Extraction at home almost. Only downside being it blocks too. But for those fab boomers who've been around for a while, you guys remember that Drum I used to play a couple copies of this card? Yeah, just because it's a blue threat. So if we're in a blue heavy meta going into Part the Mistveil, you need so many blues in your deck. You want some of them to be threatening, right? So it's logical to think that Pursuit of Knowledge could make its way into some of the lists. Vanbrance of Determination is finally seeing some movement. Cheapest copy on the market is $23. You have no one to blame but yourself if you haven't gotten one of these. We've been telling you guys to pick this up since it was around the $7, $8, $9 price point. Yeah, if you guys didn't pick it up, that's totally on you. Smash that subscribe button. You don't want to miss it for the next time there's a Vanbrance of Determination, and we say it every week to pick it up. It's going up though because it's good versus Enigma, all kinds of ward, good against Prism, of course. It'll probably see its way into a side deck of a lot of lists that don't have like a vital piece in the arm slot. I think we'll be citing this. The Armory deck, the KO Armory deck, we were kind of trashing on it a couple weeks ago, but Nature is Healing. It is down from its high. Cheapest copy on the market is only $53 now. I don't know if it's going down because it's going to LL soon, or if it's because, you know, all the KO players just got their cards, and then I don't know if it's because of that, or if it's because, you know, supply has been increasing, or if it's some kind of mixture of all 3 of those. I still think Sash is a very powerful card. Even if KOLLs, I imagine Levi is going to be playing Sash with 3 of that new Majestic that she's getting in the expansion slot. Yeah, still some very powerful cards in here. So yeah, if you've been waiting, now's a good time. Shadow Puppetry. This card's kind of flying under the radar as well. Very good in Vinset. So, you know, with all the new Vinset support coming out, it makes sense that Shadow Puppetry would be played alongside it and would go up with it. And if you look at the graph here, just look, we're just at an all-time low for this card. And if I expand it to a year, it just gets worse. It used to be like a $10, $12 card. Now it's only at $3. Hack to Reality, a good anti-Prism tech card, a good anti-Enigma tech card. It's only $1. I think that these kind of like generic Majestics like Hack to Reality, This Round's on Me, Hold the Line, these are the kind of cards that you should have like a small deck box or a small stack of these kind of generic sideboard tech cards that you could kind of put in your deck, like depending on the meta, right? So you should just always have like a stack of these handy. A stack of like generic side deck good cards, and Hack to Reality is one of them. For only $1, I think it's a good pickup. Time Skippers is creeping up as well. Cheapest copy on the market is $15, of which there's only 2, and then there's one up there for $20, and then they jump up to $25 and then $30. You can see how quickly these prices creep up here, and it makes sense. People are side decking it to kind of play around the ALS loop. Prism is going with the Iris package now, but she still has the capability to ALS loop people. And people are finally getting hip to the counters and ways to get out of that loop. Viox, cheapest copy on the market is 20 cents. Why is Stax talking about Viox? Just a nick. This new card, target attack actual 1 or less base attack gets +5. No, that's not a combo. That's not a combo. Ignore me. That's too Timmy of a combo. There's no way you're hitting with a Viox for 6 in reaction speed and then getting the on hit of Viox. I think that probably is just too cute to actually make its way into a constructed deck. But for 20 cents, it might be worth the gamble, right? It's only 20 cents for a Viox. Also very good in things like Benji. I mean, it could be good one day. I don't think that this combo is real, but I would be excited to see someone prove me wrong with that. Back to Reality. Cores of Ironsong, cheapest copy on the market, is $1. For those who don't know what this card does, it says until the end of the turn, target Dawnblade gets +1, and the damage this would deal can't be prevented. So this would stop all of the ward, right? And it's an attack reaction. So if you would come over the top, you know, if they block your Dawnblade perfectly and you Cores of Ironsong over the top, you will pop all of their ward because it can't be prevented. So every instance of ward that they have will try and stop the damage, and none of them can, so they will all be destroyed and you'll still hit for 1. This could be the tech that Warrior is going to need to overcome Illusionist in the upcoming meta. Also pretty good versus Prism as well. The only downside is you have to play Dawnblade with it, so you can't play it in like a Hatchet's Dorinthia or anything. But depending on the power level of Enigma, you know, Dawnblade just might be strong enough to make its way in the meta just off the back of this card. Amnesia, haven't talked about this card in a while. Cheapest copy on the market is $7. This is the card, the Majestic Outsiders that if it hits, cards and tokens they own lose names and can't gain names until the start of your next turn. Very good against Crouching Tigers. So many cards in Zen specifically care about Crouching Tigers. They buff Crouching Tigers. They get an effect if a Crouching Tiger has been played on the chain link, yada yada. So this is almost a must block for Zen, and Zen isn't the kind of hero that wants to be put in a must block situation, right? Ninja notoriously has tons of 2 blocks in their deck, and if you're throwing Amnesias at them, or if you're Uzi swapping into Amnesias, you're going to give them a tough time for sure. Cheapest copy on the market, $7. I think it's a good pickup. I'm actually curious. I didn't check before I recorded. What is the Rainbow Foil? Cheapest Rainbow Foil is about like $12, $13. Yeah, again, this is one of those good generic cards that should be in the stack on the side of your, you know, in a little deck box somewhere or whatever. Just like a good side deck card that you always should be considering. Spike with Frailty, or kind of anything that makes frailties in general. I specifically pull up the Spike with Frailty, the LGS promo. The extended art recently got bought up a bit. It's cheapest copy on the market, it's $5. But anything that makes Frailty tokens is very good. So, you know, Spike with Frailty cares about stealth. New cares about stealth, so it's reasonable to play Spike with Frailty. But Frailty tokens seem very good when Enigma is attacking you with Spectral Shields as weapons. So Spike with Frailty, if they have a bunch of Spectral Shields, is going to give all of them -1 until the end of the turn. I think it's pretty powerful stuff. I would consider at least side decking this card against Enigma, depending on the popularity of it. That's all I got for you guys today. If you guys seen anything in this video and you want to buy it, please do so using the TCG Player affiliate link in the description below. Costs you absolutely nothing and helps out the channel a lot. Thank you so much. Later, gamers.